5 creepiest legends of Russian cities. The ghost in the Pushkin Theater. On Tverskoy Boulevard in Moscow stands the Pushkin Theater, which once had quite a sinister reputation. It was originally built in 1914, but after several decades, it became outdated. Its reconstruction was completed in 1950, and the new part of the building was erected on the grounds of the cemetery of the Church of John the Theologian. When she learned about this, the wife of actor and director Alexander Tyrov, who had built the theater, cursed the building and later died. Since then, theatrical performances grew weaker, and the theater's popularity declined. Among the staff, a legend spread that the ghost of a woman occasionally wandered the corridors. In 1991, the decision was made to consecrate the building. According to legend, just before the ceremony, a bright tropical butterfly appeared inside. It was believed to be the woman's soul, lifting the curse. The anomaly in a Kazan monastery. Near Kazan lies the Raifa Monastery, where something unexplainable happens. For reasons unknown to scientists, local frogs fall completely silent whenever they approach the monastery. According to legend, the monks once prayed for peace and quiet, asking that the frogs stop disturbing their chanting. From then on, the frogs indeed stopped croaking nearby. Scientists from various countries studied this phenomenon, even bringing French frogs to the local lake. But they too fell silent as soon as they were released into the water. Once removed from the area, however, they immediately resumed croaking. The Prophet of Suzdal. In Suzdal's Spaso Efimiev Monastery, once lived a monk named Abel. He is believed to have predicted some of the most significant events of the 18th century and beyond. For example, he precisely named the dates of Catherine II's and Paul I's deaths, as well as the years the First and Second World Wars would begin. Legend has it that he wrote several books of prophecies, many of which turned out to be accurate. Though well known, his life was anything but easy. He spent 20 years imprisoned in various jails, living in constant suffering. By order of Nicholas Thurfer, he was finally confined to the Spaso Efimiev Monastery, where he eventually died. The ghost in a Krasnoyarsk museum. In Krasnoyarsk, there is a regional history museum where one day the ghost of Arctic explorer Fridtjof Nansen was reportedly seen. In his book, Journey to the Land of the Future, he had written very warmly about Krasnoyarsk, which caught the interest of Norwegian scientist Max Moore. He was especially intrigued by the mystery of why the polar explorer had once spent an entire winter in a Siberian village. Searching for answers, Moore spent long hours in the museum archives. One night, as legend tells it, someone tapped him on the shoulder. Turning around, he saw an old man who whispered, "Don't meddle in others' affairs. I'm warning you kindly." After that incident, the old man was never seen again. Nor was Max Moore. He left the city and never returned. The Chamber Theater in Chelyabinsk. Finally, there is the Chelyabinsk Chamber Theater. Many years ago, during renovation work, builders accidentally discovered an underground area with brick tunnels about 2.6 meters wide. It is believed that swindlers once used these passageways to manufacture counterfeit money. No ghosts were ever found inside, but the place is still considered eerie. It has become one of Chelyabinsk's unofficial landmarks. Perhaps someday, it will be restored and open for guided tours.